lightning, lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive, break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and be.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store
between the Washington Commanders
and the Dallas Cowboys.
For the chance to head to Arizona in 2 weeks' time for Super Bowl 57, we are underway now in the NFC Championship. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Prescott looks to throw right away.
And his first pass is incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Second and 10 now from the 27. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Throwing, Prescott. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Here's our 47.
Here's Prescott.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
That's a good-looking play to make. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On the jump.
On first down, right back to Gibson.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Second and 11. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Micah Parsons
from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Back to throw here. And it's intercepted.
And the Cowboys will take over here just shy of the 30. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Following the interception, here's Prescott.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted.
Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Commanders are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points. You stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring them down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Back and 50.
Slot man moves right. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Pulled in at the 24. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Prescott. His throw incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
47.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Come on. Hey.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. On the move past the 40. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
A huge play there for Washington. 42 yards for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Once more, Gibson.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Unlock line.
They'll try the left side with Gibson.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Washington on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. Sly able to put this one through. And it's 3-0 Washington. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, kill. Hey, kill.
Prescott to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Kill. We go 47. 26.
On play action, Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
46.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he's got it inside the 10. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Commanders 10, Cowboys 0. Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
47. 47.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
46, 46. 47.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Good. Here we go, 47.
Now Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Hurry.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Ready.
Slot man moves right. They'll throw now on the final play. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Okay, ready.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's fought from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. They'll go. It's Gibson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll go again with Gibson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. Back to the ground with Gibson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter, Gibson. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On second down, Prescott again. And his throw here is incomplete.
Blocked incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Here's Bryan Anger now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is fielded at the 27. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They go play action here on first down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
We're in the third quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. Carry here for Robinson. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And this is good for a first down. His second grab in this NFC Championship bout.
First down, Washington.
They're going to look to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. A handoff for Gibson.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
108 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he goes over the century mark with the AFC title on the line.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
This is caught inside the 15. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
46.
Prescott from the gun. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Give him 9 on the play, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54. Line. Here we go to 53. Here we go, 46.
The slot man in motion right.
Kill.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
There we go. Here we go to 54. Line. Here we go, kill. Hey, kill. 47. Hey, 154, right here. Hey, kill.
Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. 119 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Gibson again to about the 48-yard line. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Antonio Gibson on the carry for the Commanders. Leighton Vander Esch on the tackle.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Here's Tressway now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Now Prescott. Able to find Gallup. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders will take over possession here up at the 44.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Slot man moves right. On play action, they'll throw. Looking deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Washington.
Jahan Dotson,
50 yards.
And the Commanders are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room.
He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A big play here for Dallas. 53 yards.
Kill! Here go 46! Kill!
One last shot now for Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. And the Commanders come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Celebration time in D.C., Washington, the NFC champs, as we say thank you for watching and good night.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My A-spoon going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. They should have cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stocked my bed kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day. I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel, that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos. Knocking those down, no bangles. Without a Kangol, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let you heard, we eatin', talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad, pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slab, pay what it cost for the tab, extra with the band, young Crizzle King, better add extra on the, I go extra to be great. I go extra for
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys. This one teed up, and we are underway here at AT&T Stadium. And no run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
Don't go.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Play action. Wentz. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up. On second down, here's Wentz. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Prescott now. Got his man, it's Fehoko. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third and short yardage, Prescott. And this one complete, it's Fehoko. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 21. Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. From 21 yards away. And the Cowboys will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the one.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, We saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
A great effort there. 35 yards.
And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin first and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott, and he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 7-7, our score after 1. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Prescott.
And that'll be caught by Fehoko.
And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. First down, Prescott. Going right side here, and that's complete.
From Commanders territory now, it's first and 10
at the 48-yard line. From the pistol, here's Elliott.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Here's Prescott.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kendall Fuller.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a play fake. Wentz. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
On play action, it's Wentz. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
The number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
And Prescott, his third interception.
Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action. Now Wentz.
This one left side caught by Gibson.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And now 2 yards to go on third down. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Wentz going to go on fourth down. Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a Washington first down. They didn't get a lot, but they do convert on fourth. To throw, it's Wentz. Can't get away, and he's taken down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Wentz. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Wentz going to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. Finding room at midfield. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Commanders have moved out in front. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. That's caught once again by Gallup. Touchdown! Michael Gallup on the receiving end from Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Go, go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
On play action, Wentz
winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
It got his man complete.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Wentz. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel as the first half is winding down.
And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys make over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, it might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
To throw is Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Inside give to Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Prescott now from the 50. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott now. Buying time to his left. Left side to Lamb. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington 16. From the red zone now, Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Prescott to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Just too much air on the ball, and that's a missed opportunity in a game where you don't have many opportunities left.
The Commanders' defense holds, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Kill. Let's go 47. 47.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead.
And this will be caught at the 30. And they'll work this down inside the 30. I tell you, when Carson Wentz can really step into one and get that 6'5" frame behind it, he can really launch it. Wentz now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Straight ahead, Gibson. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Back now in Arlington. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
That's good.
Now Prescott. And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 40. The give is to Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Prescott. And now here is another interception. It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A give running right, Gibson. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Gibson is in. Touchdown, Washington. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Takes it at the 7. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Cowboys make over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. He's got room at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's Prescott. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. CD, this is the ideal situation in the 4th quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Wentz to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is now 24. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
The Cowboys make over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the bass. My ace boom goon, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. They should have cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bad kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the sci-fi, my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos. Knocking doors down, no bangles. Without a Kangol, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca kid. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let's hear we eating, talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad. Pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slab. Pay what it cost for the tab, extra with the bag. Young Cruz, a king, better add extra on the. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra.